Hello and welcome back to Soleil's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a yogurt infused pound cake. I haven't made a dessert in quite some time, so I think it's due. This recipe, as always, is very delicious, very easy to do, and the consistency of the pound cake with the tang of the yogurt just gives that little extra. It's delicious. The ingredients that you will need are 2 cups of almond flour, 3/4 cups of Greek yogurt, 3 eggs room temperature, 1/3 cup of monk fruit sugar, 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and these are going to be optional. I have 1/2 cup of blueberries and 1/2 cup of already chopped almonds, and I have these golden monk fruit that I'm going to sprinkle on top. You will need maybe 2 tablespoons for one side and 2 tablespoons for the other side, so total of 4 tablespoons. You will need a pound cake or loaf of bread tin. This one is 12 inches by 4.5, and you will also need some cooking spray. This one is coconut oil, and those are all the ingredients. You don't need to let it rise, you don't need to do anything else. Very simple to make. You will want to start preheating your oven at 350 degrees. Mine is ready to go, so I already did that. Then in this big bowl, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the yogurt, the eggs, the oil, and the vanilla. I'm going to give it a mix, and on this one I'm going to put the monk fruit sugar, baking powder, and salt, and I'm going to give it a mix. Then you will want to slowly fold it into the wet ingredient mix, but just mix it until it's combined. Don't mix it too much, just enough, and do it in folding motions, and I will show you how. I have my wet ingredients done and also mixed the dry ingredients. We are not using these 3 right now, so what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to fold little by little the mix, the dry mix, into the wet mix, and this is what you're going to do, just like folding. And try to do it in 3 portions of the wet ingredients. That was the first one. Second one. I have done this recipe in my electric mixer or my stand mixer as well. I just did it in a very low setting, and I was checking on it very closely, so I didn't like over mix it. I want to show you, or I wanted to show you in a clear bowl how I did it by hand the first time. It makes me happy when you try the recipes and then you share with me that you tried it and it was amazing. You take pictures, and that is a goal for this channel. Also, that I can share with you my passion of healthy foods, but it's easy to make, and you will not find on the fine print, oh, did your loaf turn green? That happened to me. It was funny. It was still good, but it just turned green. So now the batter is ready to go. As you were able to tell, I just folded and folded and folded until it was ready. So this is how it looks. We are going to spray the tin very good with the coconut spray. You can also use olive oil, avocado oil, butter oil, any other kind of oil. I have seen people use parchment paper. I try not to use parchment paper because that will be more on the wasteland, so I try to do or use something that I can recycle later on. So this is going to be powerful. So here we go. Okay, not too bad. And then we're going to put the batter. Now that we have it inside the tin, we're going to level it just with your spatula. And now we're going to add, I'm going to show you how I do it, half with almonds, half with the blueberries. Like sprinkle them some. These may also be good with peaches or apricots. Right now they're not in season in Utah yet, but hopefully soon. Then the almonds. Okay. So maybe I use a third cup with each. I like to give them a like indentation, like just push them a little bit so they take to the batter. Okay. And with the sugar, we're just going to sprinkle some on top. These will give a like a crumble kind of finish. So a tablespoon and a half. This is not a cooking one, but it's fine. So this is going to go into the oven for 35 to 50 minutes, depending on the size of your tin. I know I'm going to start checking mine on the mark of 35. So we'll see you then. Yay! Right out of the oven, and it smells and it looks amazing. The blueberries are going to be underneath. I put a little bit too much sugar, so when you cut into it, you will see the magic happening there. If you want your blueberries to stay on top, just don't sprinkle too much sugar so they're not as heavy. The almonds, they stay on top, so that looks very yummy as well. I'm going to leave it for 10 minutes so it's easier for me to plate it. You can plate it as it is, just be careful, it's going to be hot and a little bit crumbly. That's why I like to rest mine. Another thing is you will want to store these, if there's any left, in the fridge, because it has eggs and it has yogurt. Another recipe you can do with these same bread is going to be French toast. I made it the other day and they were fantastic. It just fresh and it tasted like a bread pudding. It was different, but it was delicious as well, and it was healthier than a regular loaf. So I'm very excited to show you how it looks inside. 10 minutes later and it's more manageable, not as hot, but I can still feel the heat. So I do it in 3 steps. I put a pan here, put it in the tin, give it a little tap. There we go. You can see the blueberries here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cutting board and give it another switch. Ta-da! There we go. That's how I do it. So it's ready for us to cut it. So let me go ahead and bring the knife and I will show you the magic. Knife ready. I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half. Perfect. So there you go. There's the blueberries. The almonds stayed on top, like I said, but this is how it looks. And there you have it, guys, the final result. It was still a little bit crumbly, not as firm because it's warm. So when you let it cool all the way and when you store it in the fridge, it will be very firm. So that's how I did it with my French toast. But give it a try warm, it will melt your heart. It is delicious. If you like this recipe and video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and ring the bell, and I will see you next time. Bye!